just what I'm made of now. Trying to reach inside the picture, trying to get my energy. Let me show you just what I'm made of.
What's up? What's happening? What's going on, everybody? My name is Jack Small. Welcome back to Animation Station, your number one stop destination for anything and everything animation. And today, I'm continuing the tradition I started last year by telling you guys what I think are some of the best products to buy this holiday season for the year of 2022. Now, I did have to make a lot of cuts this year because money is getting tighter with every single passing year, so I had to make some big cuts, but I still have some pretty cool stuff on the list today, and I also did add transitions to these slides, so hopefully it comes out a little better than last year. But you know what? We'll wait and see. So without further ado, let's dive right in. First up, I keep forgetting I had to swipe, not tap. First up, Sonic games, because of course. I have, of course, Sonic Frontiers. Incredible, awesome game. It was great on PC. I bet it's even better on console, which is $60. That is a bit steep, but for the game that it is, I think it perfectly justifies that price. And not to mention, it's probably gone down on Amazon since then, but I just have it at $60 because that's a safe bet. And I don't want to have to spend, like every single day checking to see if the price dropped or whatever. That's annoying. But yeah, it's for $60 or $50. It's a great, great title. Absolutely worth your money. Then we have Sonic Generations, one of the highest praised Sonic games of all time. His 20th anniversary celebration, and just an all-around incredible game. You guys want to know more about that? Look up reviews online. And then Team Sonic Racing, a very, very underrated little kart racer from the same people that made All-Stars Racing Transformed. And I have the 30th anniversary edition on here because, well, A, it's the same price as the normal edition on Amazon, and B, because it comes with an art book. I mean, I'm not going to turn that away. Not to mention, I think that the red and the gold in the on the slipcover of the box art is that really nice reflective kind that was with the Sonic Mania Plus physical release. So, yep, you got some nice shine, and you get another really cool art book for your collection. So yeah, definitely pick these three up. But honorable mention goes to Sonic Riders for Xbox, because that game's price wildly varies online. So, yep, that's slide number 1. Section 2. Okay, there's a bit of a story to this one. Let me explain. Unfortunately, earlier this year, my Switch Lite had a horrible malfunction, and the motherboard somehow fried itself. Like, it was sad. I was so sad because I love the Switch Lite. It is one of the coolest handheld consoles I've ever had, and considering someone who absolutely hates Nintendo, that is saying a lot. Yeah, I loved the Lite. So, I went online to try and find a different version, or some kind of other version that wasn't $1 million. And thankfully, they are still selling at their $200 price tag. That's still a lot, I know, but considering the fact that normal Switches are already up to like the $400, $600 range, I'd say that's actually pretty impressive. But yeah, I love the Switch Lite. I think it is a great, great console. And definitely a nice stocking stuffer, because it is small enough to fit in a stocking. You just gotta maybe finagle it a little. Or just take it out of the box and then stick it in there. Who knows? You'll figure it out. And then for the games, of course, more Sonic. I gave you guys a warning on that very first title slide that this was going to be pretty much all Sonic stuff, because that's the stuff that I'm into personally. So, of course, once again, we have Sonic Frontiers on Switch. I know it doesn't look as nice as the console version, but according to my girlfriend, who I got it for as an early Christmas present, but I still don't want her playing it until Christmas Eve. It's a hard situation, not worth explaining. She still says it runs absolutely beautiful on Switch. So, yeah. And not to mention, it's another open world game to take on the go alongside games like Breath of the Wild and Witcher 3 and, of course, DBZ Kakarot. So, yeah, just another really cool open world game to take with you on the go. And then I have a really cool one. This is a nice little double pack that comes with Sonic Mania and Team Sonic Racing. It's not a 30th anniversary edition, but for 2 games for only $30, that's actually a really, really good deal. So, yeah, I really like the Switch Lite, and I definitely think that it belongs on the 2022 must-buy list for pretty much anybody, unless you hate Nintendo. Okay, next up, PC Gear. This one's going to be pretty self-explanatory. I found this gaming combo kit online, and it has no reviews online. Well, okay, it has one review, but it's very inconclusive. And it's really nice, actually, from what I've been able to see from pictures and stuff like that. The whole board lights up, which is cool. All the keys are like a really cool, like, blue and red color, which is cool. But the biggest reason I want to get this thing is the mouse. The mouse is so freaking cool. It like changes different colors as you use it. It is absolutely beautiful and stunning. And then the headphones just to complete the set. Because I just love Sonic and I want to get like a whole Sonic PC setup. So this is definitely going to work towards that. And not to mention it's the same price as Frontiers, so you have some options. But yeah, if you're a PC gamer, specifically a kid PC gamer that loves Sonic, you're gonna really like the gaming combo kit. I am pretty much convinced that you will. And then this other adorable chibi looking thing that's next to it, that is a mouse pad. I think. Amazon calls it a mouse pad, but it's more like a desk pad, but it's so adorable, I couldn't resist. Like, just look at these adorable chibi designs. Like, it's just so cute. It's adorable. And for 25, I mean, you can't go wrong for $25 for that. I mean, it's just more cool Sonic stuff to add to your PC. It's cool. I just really like it. Me personally, I just really like it. Moving on to slide 4. The biggest surprise of 2022, and that is the Zuru X-Shot Skins Sonic the Hedgehog Blaster. Yup, Sonic has a Nerf blaster now, and it only took 30 years. But he finally has his own Nerf blaster, and from what I've been able to see online, it actually will hit normal elite performance of around 70 FPS, which is great. I don't know how well the darts are going to do in terms of accuracy because I've never had an X-Shot blaster, but it looks beautiful. Not to mention, from what I've seen online, it is painted on both sides, which automatically makes it better than half the crap that Hasbro puts out nowadays. Hashtag shots fired. But yeah, dude, it looks amazing. I mean, yes, these are renders of Sonic and the gang that we have seen before, but it's just so cool. And all the Easter eggs and stuff, oh, it's so cool. Not to mention, it's the only crossover, like officially licensed crossover video game franchise blaster in the Skin series. The only one that comes close is the ones by FaZe Clan. So, but yeah, this is really cool. Not to mention, if I do end up getting this, I'm definitely going to be doing an unboxing and review of it. And I already talked to Zuru and X-Shot about it, and they said they might just sponsor that video. So, yeah, that should be really fun. But yeah, definitely one of the most biggest surprises of the year. But get it on Amazon, because it's overpriced on the Target website. Because on Amazon, it's only $15, and that's a great deal for a sidearm pistol like this. But on Target, last time I checked, it's around like $20-25, which I think is a little much for this. But you know what? What do I know? I'm just an animation reviewer. What do I know? But yeah, this thing is cool. It's definitely one of the biggest shocking surprises of the year, and I definitely think that if you are a kid and you love Nerf guns and you love Sonic, this is like your dream blaster. It is awesome. It took 30 years, but I'm glad it finally happened. Awesome, awesome. Just awesome, awesome product. Okay, now we get to some of the other stuff here. So, let's go left to right. So, on the left is probably one of my top 10 best releases of this year, period, which is the LEGO Ideas Sonic the Hedgehog set. Like, I have been wanting this thing ever since it was first announced. And not to mention, you don't know how overjoyed I was when it actually got approved for LEGO Ideas. It was so cool. And the set, while I wish it was still Mania themed and not Sonic 1 again, it still came out really cool. And from what I've seen online, yeah, this thing's absolutely worth it. People love to complain about the Robotnik minifigure though, but it doesn't really seem like that big of a deal to me. To me, I don't know, maybe because I'm a bit more forgiving on some of this stuff, but I feel like you can easily fix that by just taking out the little skin plate underneath the nose and just have it like that. And just imagine there's a mouth underneath that giant stash. So, yeah, it looks really cool. Then next, had to throw this one in here because this is another one of my favorite releases of the year. Funko Pop finally did Sonic the Werehog, and from what I've seen online, again, it looks absolutely freaking sick. Like, I love the Werehog. It is one of my favorite versions of Sonic. Maybe because I'm such a sucker for Universal Monsters. I don't know, but whenever I see this design of Sonic, it just always puts a smile on my face. Maybe because I'm a horror nut. Maybe because I'm a Universal Monsters fanatic, but I don't know. I just love some werewolf designs, and this one is sick. It's super cool. It is a super, super cool pop. Then, of course, we got Jakks Pacific. We cannot forget about them, especially with the crazy year they've been having. But there's a reason why some of these are on here. Specifically the Knuckles, Omega, and Modern Supersonic. And that's for the Chaos Emeralds, because for those of you that don't know, I did get the Advent Calendar, and I've been doing reviews on it all month. And it only comes with 3 emeralds, from what I was told in the Amazon description. So I thought to myself, well, you gotta get all 7, but problem is they haven't released the clear one yet. So I went online and looked for all the figures that had emeralds, and I came across this version 1 Knuckles, this version 1 Supersonic. I don't think they made a second version yet. And of course, Omega, probably one of the coolest figures that Jakks has ever done. Like, just absolutely ever done. It is one of the coolest things I have ever seen in my life. And not to mention, it's one step closer to completing Team Dark, because I already have Rouge. But yeah, these are all really cool. And then for Sonic Movie, well, of course I'm going to put Movie Supersonic on here. They finally fixed the problem that they screwed up with the 2.5-inch figure and gave him the red eyes. And not to mention Master Emerald, which is going to be cool to compare next to the game Master Emerald that's coming with the 4-inch Chaos that's coming out next year. But yeah, that is super freaking cool. Then, Sonic Movie 2. Yes, I know. It is probably a shock to many of you I still don't have this on DVD yet, but well, there's a few reasons. One, tight money, bunch of other things that I'm not going to get into, and originally I did have the $60 Steelbook on this list to go with the first movie Steelbook that I have, but then when I went to Walmart, I found this version, which comes with the prequel comic, which is weird that it didn't come with the Steelbook for movie 2, so I'm just sitting there like, well, now it's going to look incomplete and weird. But since money's been tight this year, I'm like, you know what? I'll take the Walmart version. It's another comic book to add to the collection. Still pretty cool. Yeah, needless to say, if you add a comic book to a DVD release or an art book to your game release, you're automatically going to have my attention. And then the last thing here, I mean, it's Sonic Frontiers. It's a t-shirt of Sonic Frontiers. I love the one I got for Sonic Movie 2 off Sega Shop. I absolutely love that thing. I've worn it so many times. It's one of my favorite shirts in my entire wardrobe. And this shirt is just about as cool, if not even cooler, because it has more characters on it, as well as the Coco. It has the awesome logo. It has some cool colors. It's just a cool shirt overall. But, yeah, that's just my personal opinion. Okay, moving on. Now for the bonus non-stocking stuffer stuff. And some of these actually have some explanation. So, let's start with Nickelodeon Kart Racers 3, which, if you guys don't remember, is up for, I think, 2 or 3 nominations at the Stat Squad Awards this year. This is a game I still have yet to play, unfortunately, but from what I've seen online, it is pretty much the Nickelodeon Kart Racer game we've all been waiting for. Full voice acting, better controls, better graphics, a wider range of properties, some new characters, and fully customizable carts from head to toe. Like, it is crazy what they were able to do here. Not to mention bringing back Jenny and Jimmy Neutron. Also, that's a huge W. $50 does seem a bit steep, but to me, it just seems like it's absolutely worth it. Not to mention, I hope to do a big video review on the entire trilogy one day, so this is definitely one I want to get. It just looks fantastic from what I've seen online. Then, of course, this one is also pretty self-explanatory, because for those of you that don't remember this video from a while ago, the picture will show up on screen right about now. Yes, that one. I did buy Season 1 of Dragon Ball Z Kai, my personal favorite way to rewatch DBZ, because it cuts all the filler out and it's a lot faster paced, which personally is better for me, but I know it's not better for a lot of people, so you know what, you guys do you. But Season 2 of Kai, Part 2 of Kai as the DVD calls it, is pretty much the entire Frieza saga. And the Namek saga, if you guys don't know, is my personal favorite in all of Dragon Ball, so definitely a must-have one for me. And for like only 26, sorry, it's a little hard to see it on the smaller screen. It's still really cool. Then we have another Funko Pop, and this is one of my favorite exclusive convention reveals from the past year, which is this one of Ultra Instinct Sign Goku, in that iconic moment when he is just walking forward at Jiren with that aura behind him. Oh, it's so freaking sick. They did also make one of Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku, I know, but that's pretty much the same pose they used for the Super Saiyan Blue Goku Funko Pop, so I'm not really that interested in it. I'd rather just get the cheaper one that's a bit more common. But this one is sick. Not to mention the way it looks like they did the hair from the pictures. Oh man, it looks so cool. Not to mention, I need more Dragon Ball Pops. So, yes, absolutely having this one on the list. Then, for Shredder's Revenge, I couldn't pick originally between the PS4 and the Switch version, because from what I've seen, they're pretty much the exact same. The only difference is the console that they're available on. Personally, I feel like Shredder's Revenge is one of those games, kind of like Streets of Rage, where it would work a little better as a game to take on the go, rather than one on console. I want to get one on console, don't get me wrong, and I'll probably get it at some point, but I personally really want the Switch version. Because just that portability to take it wherever I go or play it whenever I want is just amazing. Not to mention I need more Ninja Turtles games. Then Luke Combs Growing Up, one of my favorite albums of the year. I'm not really going to go that far into it because I have a whole channel for that type of stuff. And then the Zeo Red Ranger. As you guys may or may not have already been able to tell from some other past videos, we sadly lost JDF this year, and I wanted to get at least one figure of him to have around as a nice memory. And initially, I was going to get Lord Draken, but lately that one's been going up in price, so I went and looked online, and then this is the one I could find that's actually somewhat obtainable, his Zeo Red. And personally, with this Lightning collection, I really want to get just all the Red Rangers, aside from Dino Thunder, because Dino Thunder is my favorite team, and because of Alien Rangers, because that one, you have to get the whole set if you want the Red Ranger, so it is what it is. But yeah, I just think this figure looks really cool, and from what I've seen in videos online, it looks even better than it does in pictures. And then let's end it off with probably one of my all-time favorite announcements of the year, Dragon Ball Z Flavor G Fuel. I had a feeling that this was coming after how successful the Sage Mode Naruto one was, but it's just awesome. Not to mention, they based it off of Z and not Super, so it's definitely catering to the older demographic. The art is sick, and they're doing the Saiyan Saga, which is interesting. I thought they would do like Namek or Cell, but no, they're going to the Namek Saga, and it's actually really interesting here. Also, I love the names: Hidden Power, Saiyan Pride. And the fact that we literally have a G Fuel flavor now called Kamehameha, that just shows you how legendary that technique is. Okay, that was a mouthful. Is there one? Oh, yes, there's one more. There's one more. This is probably one of the hardest to find items of this entire list. I initially didn't even know this was a thing until my one friend Indigo posted about it on her social media. This is the Burlington exclusive Gaming on the Go car kit. Now, what this thing is, pretty much, it is a Switch case, a Switch stand, and little joypad, the little directional stick things, the things you put, caps, thank you, that's the word I was looking for, joystick caps. And it gives you 6 of them, not to mention from what I've seen on the case, it looks like it can hold a lot of games. I think it said 20 the last time I looked, but this thing is rare, because this thing is exclusive to Burlington, and it's already been selling out like hotcakes, so if you can find this one, good luck, but don't be surprised if you can't, because it's one of the hardest to find items probably of this entire year. Like, no joke, it is one of the hardest things to find. There's no videos about it online, there's barely any information about it, period. It is a very unique, rare, and super hard to find item, and if you guys are able to find it, then congratulations, you have probably one of the rarest Sonic items in recent memory. And if you can't, well, I'm sorry, but that's just how it is sometimes. Okay, now I'm done. That was a very long mouthful of things to talk about, but that's the whole list. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know down in the comments below what your personal 2022 wish list is, and if there's any big items that I may have missed, please let me know down in the comments, because I know I probably missed more than a few. But that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you for your continued support of this channel throughout the past almost 3 whole years it's been around. So, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to drop a like, leave a comment, share with all your friends, and of course subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss anything. And also, do not forget to put your votes in for the Stat Squad Awards, because you have until December 19th to get your votes in. On the 19th, I will tally up the votes, and we will go from there. But yep, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. I'm Jack Small of Animation Station, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.